Yo, what's good fam? Thanks for joining me again for another GoatFormat video. So today I'm going to be bringing to you 5 GoatFormat rulings that everybody should technically know already, but considering that this format's almost 17 years old already, I can imagine that there's a lot of people coming into GoatFormat who aren't really familiar with these rulings. I can see why a lot of new players might confuse things or just get things wrong completely. So anyways guys, I'm going to start things off with Cyberjar. Cyberjar reads, flip, destroy all monsters on the field. Both players then pick up 5 cards from the top of their deck and special summon all level 4 or lower monsters in face up attack or face down defense position. The rest of the cards are picked up and added to their hands. So a lot of the time when I'm playing on Dueling Book, I'll have people ask me what card is where, or I'll pick all the cards up to my hand and then shuffle my hand and put down the cards that are supposed to be on the board, and they get a little surprised at this. So technically your opponent's not supposed to know where any of these monsters go. You can pick up 5 monsters, literally pick all of them up to your hand and shuffle your hand, and then put the monsters all face down. They should know literally what every card is. There is no taking in GoatFormat, so as soon as you reveal the cards, they should be able to take notes of every single card that you chose, and then all they have to do is make sure that once you flip the cards up that are face down, that those cards are the ones that you put down originally. Another reason why I wanted to bring up this card is because I've seen a lot of YouTubers on their own progression series or their own duel series use this card incorrectly and literally show their opponent where every card is. And that's just not how you're supposed to use the card. So the second card I wanted to talk about, guys, is Spirit Reaper. Spirit Reaper reads, this monster is not destroyed as a result of battle anytime, although damage calculation is applied normally. When this card is specifically designated as a target of an effect of a magic, trap, or effect monster, this card is immediately destroyed. When this card attacks your opponent's life points directly, one card is randomly sent from your opponent's hand and discarded to the graveyard. Let's say your opponent activates a card like Tribe Infecting Virus and discards a card called Zombies. You can activate Book of Moon and target your Spirit Reaper to flip face down. Reason being is because a card effect cannot be activated in the middle of a chain. So what would happen is the Book of Moon would resolve first, flipping your Spirit Reaper face down. Then Tribe Infecting Virus would try to resolve. There would be no zombies on the board, and then the chain will end. After that happens, Spirit Reaper is not face up on the board anymore. It's not going to be able to activate its effect, and you'll be safe and you'll be able to keep your Spirit Reaper on the field. The third card I wanted to talk about, everybody, was Aeronaut Parryshaft and its interaction with Morphing Jar. Now, the ruling on Aeronaut Parryshaft reads that as soon as the damage is dealt, before the flip effect is activated, you would draw a card. So let's say you summon Aeronaut Parryshaft and you run it into a face down card, and that monster just so happens to be a Morphing Jar. What would happen here is you would draw your card for Aeronaut Parryshaft's effect, then Morphing Jar would resolve, discarding all the cards from your hand, and then you would draw a freshly new hand. A lot of people get this confused, and what they wind up doing is discarding their hand, drawing 5 cards, and then drawing a 6th card for Aeronaut Parryshaft, which is completely incorrect and not the way that you're supposed to use this card. For my 4th card, I wanted to talk about Apprentice Magician. Now, Apprentice Magician reads, when this card is successfully normal summon, flip summon, or special summon, put 1 spell counter on a face-up card on the field that you can put spell counters on. If this card is destroyed in battle, you can select 1 level 2 or lower spellcaster type monster from your deck and special summon it on the field in face down defense position. Now, there's 2 key rulings that I wanted to talk about with Apprentice Magician. One of them that people usually get wrong. So later on, I think a format or 2 after this, I could activate Creature Swap and give you my Apprentice Magician, and when I go ahead and swing at the Apprentice, then I would get my effect off because it doesn't have to go to the graveyard. Back in GoatFormat, that wasn't the case at all. If you were to take my Apprentice Magician and I was to kill it, you would be the one that would be able to get the effect off and summon your Magician of Faith or Old Magician in defense position. The other ruling I wanted to talk about was the fact that it says if it's destroyed by battle, you get to special summon a monster. Now, this doesn't mean that the monster has to go to the graveyard. So if somebody has a Banisher of the Light on the board and they just have to swing into your face down Apprentice Magician, you still get your search off. Also, if they summon a DD Warrior Lady and try to swing into your Apprentice, and then they use DD Warrior Lady's effect to banish the Apprentice Magician, you still wind up getting your monster in face down defense position. Now, the last and final card I wanted to talk about was Last Will. The effect of Last Will reads, if a monster on your side of the field was sent to the graveyard this turn, you can special summon 1 monster with an attack of 1500 points or less from your deck once during this turn. Then shuffle your deck. So people usually get the ruling on this card wrong. Reason being is the same reason for Apprentice Magician. About a format or 2 after this card, there was a ruling change on Last Will, which made it so that you can activate Last Will at any point in the game, and whether the monster was destroyed in the main phase, battle phase, or main phase 2, you'll be able to activate the last will and you can get the effect off. Also, regardless if you activated the last will in the main phase 1 or the main phase 2, you'll just be able to summon a monster at any point. Now that's not the case in Go format. As soon as you activate last will at any point immediately after a monster is sent to the graveyard, that's when you'll be able to activate last will's effect and you'll be able to summon your monster from the deck. Now a good thing about last will is that you'll be able to activate 1, 2, or 3 copies of last will, and for one monster that gets sent to the graveyard, you'll be able to summon 3 monsters from your deck. So for example, if I activated 3 last wills from my hand and then I summon Exile Force and destroy my opponent's monster, I'll be able to summon Injection Fairy Lily, Cyberstein, and Spirit Reaper all from my deck, and then I'll be able to do whatever crazy shenanigans I want to do with those cards. Now that's it for these rulings, guys. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more card rulings for Go format, please let me know in the comments down below, or you can basically let me know by subscribing to my channel and liking this video. Also guys, share this video with your friends. If you want to help support this channel, check out my TCG player link, which is in the description below. Or if you want to help support this channel in another way, you can also check out my merch link, which is in the description below, and copy yourself some dope grinding Go format merch. Well anyway guys, that's enough of that, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.